I have no clue who would win this. Szprychaa's like really fast, but Ribbon has the whole get a build out of nowhere thing and then take the opponent by surprise. So yeah, should be interesting. Oh, okay, that bat playing nice. But resetting anyways, because it's just a heart transplant for that bomb. Riha, meanwhile, with the throw. Yeah, so I think it should be a very, very interesting matchup, given how these two players typically play. Grenade charms, protection charm, good stuff. Ooh, Shriha taking a hit there. That's fine. Here's the pink shovel in the shop for 1-2. Ribbon will accidentally blow up the item. Whoops. Uh-oh. Yeah, Szprychaaa moving on without that pink shovel, so better to get the pink shovel eventually than never to get the pink shovel, maybe. Actually, that's probably not true in all circumstances, but probably in this one, Szprychaaa isn't going too quickly. On to deep blues. And Ribbon using the blood drum this time to kill. I gotta mess around with them grenades. Cap. Yeah, this is I like the position that Ribbon's in. Except for the weapon. Szprychaaa picking up an obsidian harp. But yeah, this is a very, very solid build, and this might be the Boots of Pain in this crate. Just where's Ribbon pushing it to? I'd probably just push it next to the Pain Shrine, so that you get a cheese as well if you send a bomb for it. But pushing it down the trapdoor also works. Oh yeah, Boots of Pain, very, very good. So we have picking up a bit of armor. And that is not the food shop. Some cookies on 2-2 here for Szprychaaa. Ooh, choice of items for Ribbon here. We'll go with the nukes, but no nukes to go with it. Meanwhile, Szprychaaa finding a ring of regen in purple. Yeah, Ribbon still does not have a weapon, but just using the boots to deal some damage. Wind spell is kinda hilarious if you have Boots of Pain. Yeah, Winds Film me, I dare you. Here's a ring, another source of a ring of regen. Or ribbon, but no bombs, except there's a bomb trap right here. Yeah, cough in the potion though. Trying to get it, so unfortunately not being able to heal up from that. He has about his own lead and a pretty just very minimal but workable build, and has Quaff the Potion as well there. A bit of a damageless situation by dropping Multiplier with an Obsidian weapon. Oh, and unfreezing right into a Banshee. This is really bad for szprychaaa. Okay, staying alive with just half a heart. Making it to the next floor. And activating Ring of Regen for a bit of health there. The Ring of Regen, you just gotta stay alive every floor, and then just make it to the next one, and you'll be pretty happy. szprychaaa popping the freeze a bit late, but having to wait for it to charge up. And finding a Obsidian Flail. And black will not take that, keeping the Obsidian Harp. Meanwhile, Ribbon actually has a weapon now with the Titanium Harp. Yeah, Ribbon has pretty much entirely caught up. Zone 3 for szprychaaa did not go too well, taking lots of damage left and right, but Regen putting in a lot of work to recover it. Titanium Cat pickup for szprychaaa. Just eat the cheese. Okay, it's fine, don't eat the cheese, it's... You have Ring of Regen anyways. Back to full health. Who needs the cheese? Glass armor pickup for Ribbon. Oh, and electric dagger as well. Wonder where that came from. On the same floor now. szprychaaa with Titanium Cat, Ring of Regen, and a bit of armor is definitely fine. What is Ribbon trying to do here? I'm not sure if you do... Yeah, sure, health is actually good. But you really have to get going and use this pink shovel for all that it's got. If you're gonna go for that. I don't really know why there's so much hesitation on the throw there. Just throw, if you're gonna kill. I mean, I suppose checking to see if the shop was good or not. It feels like an app on an empty heart container. That would just be a buy. That's probably it. But yeah, Ribbon, okay, doing a pretty good job at catching up. szprychaaa can easily lose a lot of time without the pink shovel and without mapping. But let's see. Okay, szprychaaa maps the first floor well. The other thing is szprychaaa only has 3 hearts to work with, and needs to keep that high in order to use Blood Drum, given that they only have 1 grenade. Ribbon. Ribbon missing theirs, it's fine. Yeah, Ribbon's going real aggressive here. Still about a floor behind, though. Picking up a bit of armor on the way to this trapdoor. Quick Earth to get things done. You don't need that magic chicken. szprychaaa onto Deadringer. Ribbon is in the 5-3 exit. Putting the health to good use. szprychaaa, 1 grenade and 3 whole hearts to use the Blood Drum with. Ribbon doing double Blood Drum for Deadringer. And szprychaaa will be the first one. More than enough health to work with. Onto the phase 2 of Necrodancer. The spawn's a bit... eh. A bit off. But no. quick succession of hits from szprychaaa to finish it off. Ribbon has 3 hits left, taking a Necro Bomb there, trying to finish this off, but GG, szprychaaa taking the first point. Yeah, Ribbon blowing up those items early on should not have been. Could have saved Ribbon quite a bit of time, because this in-game time is like over a minute faster. But still, very close race. Has an end-game time of 9:52.39. Just realized my music volume is set up for co-commentator. I do not have a co-commentator. Whoops. Last whip. Let's go. We have 2 last whip takes. You definitely do take that for the early damage up. Hey, GPA, thanks for the raid. Here is the Bloodshot with no way to throw for either racer. Oh, you just take Obsidian Rapier. It's all weapons. Ribbon's probably gonna try to find some way to get the Blood Drum as well. Obviously, we'll take the Obsidian Rapier here. Don't really know what Ribbon's plan is, except maybe like find a bomb or something. The longer you search, the further away you search, the further you have to backtrack. Jack? Okay. Just jumping on that spike trap, activating Cross Charm, which is not dying. Anything... Pretty much anything is better than not dying. Here's a transmog. On accident, it happens. Oh, there's a Strength Torch for 125 gold for Ribbon. Won't be able to afford that anymore unless bomb. You definitely need to pick that, or actually no, you just need the ballet shoes. It was visible. It happens. Just stepping on a bounce trap. I mean a spike trap. Don't you ever just step on a spike trap? I know I have. I stepped on the same spike trap twice in a race this season. The same spike trap. Twice. Joy emoji. When it happens in real life, yeah. Darn it! Stepping on the spike trap in real life. Ribbon, no flawless for Ribbon here. Oh, there, Dragon Stage. Looks like, I believe there's Ring of Regen in purple, so that's a pretty big miss for Ribbon. Stepping on Legos. No, actually, the Ring of Regen's right here. So Ribbon with a mostly the same build, just slightly upgraded. Valley shoes are pretty big. And +1 damage also is pretty big. But not so big that it will just definitely decide the race. It's still pretty much a toss-up here. Because like Sprichaa build in of itself is just good enough. If you already have such a good build and you make it better, it can only become so much better. Nonetheless, a bit of armor would be appreciated, and here's a Squigasuit for Sprichaa. Is that just stepping on Legos? Bruh. Here's another Ring of Regen for Ribbon inside that Blood Shrine. Yeah, Ribbon is not really mapping this Zone 3 all too well. Definitely needs like perfect Zone 3 mapping, otherwise Sprichaa will just run away with it. 3-1. 3-2 is pretty good. Check in the Conjurer. Going for Squigasuit. There it is. (4-2) versus 3-3. One ring for each finger. And also each toe. Imagine being able to equip 20 different rings. Makes no sense how you only have one ring slot. Ribbon is pink shoveling his way through. Shovel of pinkness. Pinking through. Cannon says one finger. I've not considered that fact. One floor behind for Ribbon. Ribbon is doing the catch up, but doesn't have too much build advantage to leverage. It's just going heckin' fast. This free spell has gotten so much value though. Catch up? What about catch up? Catch up? Oh. No, not that catch up. Ooh, solid freeze there. Regenerating it right back. Pink shovel use here out of Ribbon to... Oh god, that's so many enemies. A solid freeze there too. Oh, it's neck and neck going into the next order. Ribbon has caught up. The Mad Lad has done it again. A few bits behind now after that 5-2. What in the world? Pink Shuffle is just really good. What can you say? And Ribbon's at full health! Going to Deadringer somehow. Couple beats ahead, it will be a right side spawn. So going up the left. Both races just having 3 bombs. So it's very, very even. Ribbon standing still there, but still getting the flawless thanks to the ballet shoes. Sprichaa's Deadringer is very far off the rails here, but hasn't moved on to phase 2 of Deadringer at least, so... Is... Oh jeez. Oh gee. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. But that has cost Spree pretty much all the time in the world with your opponent so close. Ribbon's down to half a heart though. Oh! Getting frozen there. Can't blood magic out, otherwise would die, so just had to watch as that yellow skeleton just slowly approached. Oh, you had food! You had food! Bruh! Not like this. It's fine though. It happens. Imagine remembering food in a high pressure situation like that. Oh. GG's szprychaaa though. Yeah. That one definitely should have gone to Ribbon. But szprychaaa, I mean, still doing a good job there. Forcing Ribbon to go pretty dangerously quick, but like... Yeah, had full health going to Dead Ringer is the thing, so... Yeah. What? Stop calling me toxic, otherwise I will actually be a toxic gamer and get banned from Twitch. Cap. How's my microphone, by the way? Is it still weird? I can't hear myself. Okay. That's good. So moving on to the third point, Ribbon. Hopefully we'll be able to find something this time. Ooh, that is a very interesting blood shop. I would probably just take the flail there, but Ribbon needing to buy the middle item, which is a glass jaw, unfortunately. So we'll just reset and go for the throw again. Hey, a blood whip and a jaw! How about, you know what, why you take the blood whip is because it has regeneration. You know what makes regeneration pretty much useless unless you have spells? Yeah, Ribbon has 8 trait sets. What a mad lad. I don't know how much time I have left to commentate for the regular season. Actually, I have about 3 hours. And we'll see. Don't Bible thump! I've commentated way too much already. Way more than enough. Also, there might be play-ins. After 3 hours, it dies. Oh geez, this mouth trap for Ribbon. This is the messiest leprechaun milking I've ever seen. There's just milk everywhere. Sprayed all over the walls. Poor recall. I will. Until I can't anymore. Because I actually have something to do for once. Joy emoji. Move, Jake, pick up a ribbon. Pretty neat. Don't do it. Ooh, base card soft? That's a choice. I don't... Wait, what's the... Probably screen watching the first boss. I'm not really paying attention to what the first boss was. Switching off to base rapier now, so... If Ribbon kept the flail, could have manhandled this Minotaur a bit to make it not run away. Flail's pretty good. Ooh, can't afford the Glapier, sadly. So, like, for how much time Ribbon's spending in Zone 1, this is like... just move dig. Ah, thanks to Raid Kylaria? Oh, Ribbon is in a really bad spot. Luckily has a Cutlass now. Yeah, throwing yourself into situations like that is only possible with Cutlass. But yeah, Ribbon has lost so much time and has nothing to show for it, is the thing. It's Deep Blues, so not even Core Riff. Spree is pulling pretty far ahead here. Imagine swapping up. Hey, it's slow play procedures. There's a blood cat, and I had no regen, okay? Literally safer. No, I like having regen. I had like 18 hearts? Yeah, all the more reason to pick up regen to actually use those hearts. So I just wanted to just be off Obsidian so that I don't do any damage miscalculations as well. Just having constant damage is safer in my book. Even if it's 1 damage. But it's zone 5! Anywho, this race. I would like to think that I know how I like to play save. Speaking of Blood Cat, here's a Blood Cat. But 1 damage. And not in zone 5. And here's a different cat. Helmet. Yeah, Spiria's just pushing ahead with the minimal build. Ribbon trying to find things, but finding just move dig, which we saw in the previous race put in a lot of work, but this might be a bit too much. Even for Ribbon. Yeah, it wasn't RNG, it's just the seed, really. Well, the seed does determine what the RNG is, but... Ribbon's playstyle is prone to just... being... prone to being... what's the word? really bad with certain seeds. Ribbon played bad because he didn't get good items and his skill is RNG. Well, that's not giving Ribbon enough credit, but I think you have the right idea. Kappa. Still though, Ribbon's just a floor behind, so don't count Ribbon out quite yet. Blowing up that cheese there, sadly. Look at this triple spider situation. Oh, Ribbon will just be able to move dig. szprychaaa had to tank his spider hit there. And running right into Warlock. Ribbon, yeah, not quite having enough to make it back here. What's wrong with Ham? What's wrong with Ham, szprychaaa? You don't have anything, you don't have any item right now, just take the Ham. Okay, here's heal spell, who cares? You don't need to take Ham, just find heal spell, like, on the next floor. Yeah, you don't have anything in your as your inventory item, just take the Ham, even if you aren't slow playing. You just always take that Ham. Bombing for a Ring of Peace. That's fine. It makes the Necrodancer so much safer, which we slow playing now. Maximize safety, minimize dying, minimize hit taking, unless you have regen. Yo, take the protection charm, you have no armor! What are you doing? You have no actual protection, you just have the 2 hits of heavy glass. Just take the protection charm in the arena. Imagine spawn capping Necrodancer when only white skeletons spawn. Cap. That is a shop? I think you kill. I think you kill. There isn't too much reason not to kill. 3 damage cat, going for the easy last side scoots. You have to do butt puzzles anyways, might have as well use the bombs to get heavy plate, but it's fine. Heavy plate and 2 empty heart containers that you can fill up with probably just half a heart of heals, but that's more than nothing. Or a bit more if you just spent time on 5-3, who cares? szprychaaa's got it under control. Isn't really such thing as too safe, is what I would say. But there probably is such a thing as too safe. Yes! It's called losing. It's called not playing. The safest thing you could ever do is just not race. GG's, szprychaaa, taking this 3-0. That was not a decisive 3-0, but that will be what the result is. Can't die if you close the game. Can't die if you don't even open the game. Wait out every single song. That's the monk all characters run strat.